Did you know gods of death like apples?
広がる闇の中交わし合った革命のちぎり誰にも邪魔させるわけにはいかないから
So I was on Netflix the other day, which I almost feel doesn't even need to be said. Who doesn't use Netflix these days? So I'm probably a little bit behind on the curve, but I actually came across something that I've been hearing my friends talk about for a long time. I watched Death Note. Now I'm going to start this off and I'm going to tell you that I don't watch a lot of anime. A lot of it just gets lost on me. And you know, it might just be me as a viewer that I don't find a lot of the genre appealing. It just gets lost. I mean, I almost can't watch anything that hasn't been translated to English. And that's more or less just the fact that I don't speak Japanese, and I don't like watching something that I can't really understand. Which is why I don't watch Attack on Titan. From my understanding, the only thing I can find is all Japanese, and I can't understand it. Sure, there's subtitles, but that takes away from the action of watching it. So it's fair to assume that when I found this, I was a little skeptical about whether or not I would like it. Once I realized it was in English, I gave it a fair opportunity. And the simple fact that I fell in love with it immediately is just beyond words. It's very hard for a show to just captivate me the way Death Note did. A lot of it is because as a viewer, I personally look at a multitude of things. As a writer, I want to see something that's a good story. I want to see characters that are very well written and react very well with each other and don't jump out of their own character often. And Death Note does a wonderful job of doing this. As a viewer, I like to see the animation in good quality. The colors were wonderful. That's insignificant detail, I understand, but the coloring was wonderful in this. You know, the animation was smooth. There were parts of action that just looked right. And I know that sounds weird, but to me it just looked right. The story, the animation, the sound was incredible. The voice actors did a wonderful job in this. And that's something that I appreciate. And I love it. It was such a suspenseful show. I was never really understanding what I should expect. And that's what I love. I love the fact that the show can keep me guessing time after time, and I never really saw anything coming. So, for those of you who don't know anything about Death Note, it's quite simple. The story follows Light Yagami, who is completely bored with our world. So when a Shinigami, a god of death, drops a Death Note into the world of humans, he picks it up and considers it for a little bit and realizes that by writing someone's name in the book while thinking of their face, that person will die. It's a bizarre concept, I know, but it very well works. The writers make it work. And the entire story is Light, who eventually comes to be known as Kira, trying to evade capture by L. And, you know, it's one great mind against another, and it's just so well done. The conflicts are great. Because you have Kira working with L to capture him. And the two have their suspicions. Or rather, I should say, L has his suspicions that Light is Kira, but he's never able to prove it. In fact, it's until the last episode that nobody else even really knows that Light is Kira. And it's just incredible. That's just all I've got to say, is it's just incredible. I really like it. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you go watch it. It's a very good show. You know, it's on Netflix. Just go watch it on Netflix. You can watch it on YouTube. It's not as in great quality on YouTube, but still, I very much recommend you go watch it. Thank you guys very much for your time. I'd appreciate it if you could like and comment on the video. I would also appreciate it if you could subscribe and click on any of the ads. I get a little bit of ad revenue for each ad you click on. It helps me out in the long run, and it really is a big deal to me.